So you're a coelacanth, and you have some very interesting ancestry. How far back does your species go?
I like to say that I'm one of the coolest fish in the sea, and my family lineage goes back more than 400 million years ago. So, way cooler than the dinosaurs because we were way, way before them. Plus, I survived, essentially, and they didn't.
We thought you'd gone extinct until we found you again in 1938. How do you feel about that?
Well, we like to hide, which is why we live in the deeper parts of the ocean. But it's quite nice to be in the limelight again, I must say.
What is it you like about being down there in the dark?
Many things. Firstly, my eyesight isn't great. I'm slightly colorblind, which is okay because I don't have to see color down here anyway. And I like the fact that it's quite cold. I don't like the warmer waters up in, you know, 10 meters and all that light. I love the caves and the canyons. I love it.
You do have this quite unique way of moving through the water. Can you walk as well as swim?
Yes, I can walk. I think my limbs are quite special. I can walk around and I can do these rounds. But the other cool thing I can do is I can do a headstand
Why do you do a headstand?
because it makes it easier for me to find my prey.
If we wanted to see you, where would we find you?
I'm, mostly in the Indian Ocean, but around Tanzania, Southern Africa, the Comoros, so like this one island called Moheli, even in Indonesia.
Do you worry about the future?
Oof. I've heard of coelacanths being caught in like bycatch, which essentially is like these humans, they go fishing for sharks and they use these like big gill nets, but they trap whatever they find in these horrendous nets. And I know of, family members that have definitely been caught in them. So there's that worries me. I've also heard rumors of like parts of habitats being lost. So essentially, where we live being destroyed because of, again, human activity, building ports, and the other thing is private collectors who want to collect us to put us in museums, which terrifies me.
You're a big fish, about 6 feet long, and you do look quite fierce. Do you have any predators?
Recently, I nearly got caught by a big shark. But sometimes the shark is my food, and sometimes I'm theirs. So I have to be really careful around sharks.
Do you have this special jaw so that you can open your mouth extra wide? What are you wanting to catch in it?
It depends on my mood, but generally, whatever's around at 140-ish meters, octopus, any kind of cephalopod, really. I'm not sure I would like a hagfish because they're quite slimy.
Are you not quite slimy?
Not as slimy as a hagfish.
Are you a mother?
Not yet. I'm too young to be a mom. It takes about 55 years before we can have babies. And we are pregnant for like 5 years. Yeah, we have a long gestation period.
What age are you hoping to reach?
Well, I'm hoping to reach 100, at least.
Is there anything unusual about you that we might not know?
Well, I actually have a pretty small brain, but I guess I don't need it. I have electrosense in my rostrum, so in part of my head. I'm able to sense things electrically through the water, essentially. And don't try to eat me, because I taste terrible. So don't do that. And I guess I'm also an endangered species, which gives me even more protection against humans.
If you had a message for us, what would it be?
Over the years, it seems like the humans have become one of our biggest problems, to be honest. We see plastics where I live, down in the deep sea, shouldn't be there. So I just wonder what else is in our water. And it's definitely getting warmer, and there's less fish. I guess my message would be care more, because without the ocean, we're all gonna die.